All right, thank you. So, wow, that was intense. And, I appreciate you sharing your heart, because the thing is, on Facebook or on social media, I mean, it's really just about being real. And I think the change that has happened in business in the last few years, it's the person behind the business, right? I mean, we remember just the big brands, Coca-Cola, I can't even think of a brand right now in my brain. But you weren't thinking of who's the president of Coca-Cola, right? So, but now you see the brands that you recognize, you know the people that are behind them. Right. So my question to you, what inspired you to get into this type of work? I mean, Facebook advertising hasn't been around that long.
Right. Yeah. I wish I could say I planned it. I almost stumbled across it by accident. So what I mean by that is I came late to the entrepreneurial internet marketing game. At that time, the only kind of advertising platform was Google. And I just kept hearing about Google slaps and penguins and pandas and all these animals that came out of Google. And it just scared me. I'm like, I'm not going to play in that game. But simultaneously, Facebook had just came out with beta ads. And I was looking for a way on how can I get my message and my products and my services out to more people. So when Facebook was in beta, we started playing around with Facebook, and call it luck or call it divine or call it first mover's advantage. But Facebook started to go like this, and we were just there along the ride, and we understood the platform and the power behind the platform. So it was, at that point, I doubled down and I jumped 2 feet and I said, okay, this is the medium that is going to, I mean, it could hurt the world, but if it's in the right hands, could change the world.
Right. Well, and I think that obviously it's all how we use social media, right? But what I like about you, Nicholas, is the way you think in your strategies. So, and looking at some of your case studies, I was just very impressed. There was one particular case study that you talked about where you were marketing a sunglasses line.
Sure.
And you were trying different markets to see which one worked.
Right.
So I think it was like a sports sunglass line or something like that. Mm-hmm. And first you said, well, let's look at the popular sunglass lines and let's go to Oakley and let's advertise to all the people that buy Oakley glasses, right?
Right.
And then you switched to, I'm trying to remember what
some other sunglass line.
Some other sunglass line. And then you just, then it came to, well, who are the people that are actually wearing these sports sunglasses? It's people that are doing certain types of sports.
Right.
So I think that sometimes when people are doing Facebook advertising, or any advertising in general, you get frustrated when it's not working and you think that the medium is not working when really you may just not be targeting the right people.
Right. Or you're not working the medium properly.
Right.
Yeah, I think, and you'll notice even about, I'm known as a Facebook advertising strategist, and it's the platform that we choose to play on. But even in the talk that I shared today, a very small percentage of it was actually Facebook, if you noticed. That's because Facebook is simply the platform that we can choose to distribute the bigger picture of advertising. I believe that, like you, I find there's find, attract, capture, and convert. That's kind of a model that we use. First, you find your target, then you attract them, then you capture the lead and you convert them or you enroll them into your business. And you do that with 4 M's. So I say message, market, magnet, mechanism. And so what I mean by that, it's like, again, and we talked about it today, before you even think about running a Facebook ad, you should know what your message is and how it's different from everybody else's. And then even before that, you want to make sure that you have a magnet that you can throw out to your industry that's going to serve your industry in order to attract the right people to you. Then you need to capture them by putting them out on Facebook, and there's an entire process. So I want people to think about this as Facebook is not black magic. It's not the end-all, be be-all that solves all problem. It's a one part to play in this large but simple, beautiful kind of conversation that we are having with our ideal prospects. And again, it just happens to be a fantastic platform that anyone can use, really, to reach their ideal prospect.
It was interesting. Somewhere on my feed, someone did a poll and they asked, what was the social media platform that they felt they could reach their clients most? Or that and every single one of them said Facebook. Now, because we have, obviously there's LinkedIn, which
Right.
we also do quite a bit of business with on LinkedIn, and there's Twitter and all of these other, but I do feel like people are using the other platforms, but they're all also using Facebook.
Yeah, so what I tend to say about that, I don't think it's one or the other. I think it's Facebook first and then whatever's relevant second. So we were talking about this at the VIP lunch even. I think no matter what business you're in and who your ideal prospect or customer is, that person is on Facebook, but they could also be on another platform. So if you're going after C-level executives, those guys could be on LinkedIn. If you're going after high fashion young women, for example, in the fitness space, they're oftentimes on Instagram. If you're looking for soccer moms who like things to make in the house and Etsy type things, they're on Pinterest. And so they're all on Facebook, but they're also on these other platforms. And I'm the first to say, I don't think that you should be a purist about any of it. I think you should use what works for you and go where your people are at and communicate to them in a way that they're used to being communicated in.
Right. And so when people are saying that their ads are not working, your answer to that is?
You're not working your ads properly.
Right. So darn it, we have to take the blame. So just kind of back to that sunglass thing, because I think it's a really good example. So you're trying one market, it's not yielding you the ROI you want, then you look at another market. How long are you giving it before you make that shift?
So here's the beautiful thing about Facebook. Facebook is so agile that it can spit you data in a matter of hours. So if I set up an ad and I'm going after a particular audience, and just for the sake of the argument, we'll say a day. It is hours, but we'll say a day. We'll set up an ad, we'll run it for a day. At the end of the day, we'll take a look and saying, did this work or did it not? If the answer is no, what do? Yeah, turn it off. Don't get emotional. Be like, I really want this to work. If you really want to lose money, fine. But it either works or it doesn't after 24 hours, and then we have this kind of scale or bail mentality. If it works, we scale. If it doesn't, we bail and we move on to the next one. So it's very easy to be agile, and that's the beautiful thing about it is it's very hard to actually lose money that way. Because if you're agile enough to say, hey, this is not working, let's turn it off, you're never at risk of losing your shirt in the process.
Yeah. How many of you found me on Facebook? Initially. There's a lot, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely extremely powerful.
Yeah.
And when you are testing, how much money would you put down to test an ad?
It's such a great question because everyone asks that same question, and they're ready to hear some answer, whether it's just $5 or $300. I think again, if we want to be general about it, you can run a successful Facebook ad for $20, and you can see, will this thing work? So here's the deal. If I spend $20 tonight and I put up an ad, and by tomorrow I haven't made more than $20 back, I may have lost $20 and I turn it off and I chalk it up as the school of hard knocks and tuition that I had to pay to figure that out. But if I spend $20 tonight, I wake up tomorrow and I see $21, $25, $30, $40, $70, $100, then I'm just going to keep going. So the beautiful thing about this is everyone can start with literally $20. Start playing around and seeing what industries give them great responses, and then you're off to the races.
Yeah, I don't know any other medium, honestly. I ran an ad agency, and we used to do all kinds of advertising. And for one small ad, used to be over $1,000, and you would reach a very limited market. That those people that actually read that magazine, and then it didn't have a long shelf life.
And if it went wrong, you couldn't pull it.
No, you couldn't pull it.
Right. So
No.
it was a wash. $1,000 off. You're off.
Yeah. So to be able, and the way that Facebook targets so specifically, like what you were showing, it's
The Beverly Hills
crazy.
Mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to be able to test it for $20, I say, for everybody, just give it a try.
Yeah, and to simplify it, I want everyone just to imagine Facebook as the eyeball store. It's like, how many eyeballs do you want to buy to whatever it is that you're having to offer? And just put a few dollars towards driving some eyeballs and see what happens. You know, if you're lucky, you get good, someone likes what you have to offer, and they buy it. If they don't, then no harm lost. You go after another market. But people try to overcomplicate the technology of it. It's a platform where your people are hanging out, and if you know the right message to communicate to the right person at the right time for the right dollar amount, everybody in here has the ability to reach their people and to grow their business using this platform.
Fantastic. So I think we have time to take just a couple of questions. Does anybody have a question? You want to go to the mic?
Okay. Thank you for that amazing presentation. That was great.
Thank you.
So somebody
Sorry, what's your name?
Diane, sorry.
Diane. Hi, Diane.
Hi. For somebody who is new to Facebook, there's two things. Facebook advertising.
Yep.
How do they start? Because in your presentation, you said you don't get into bed with them. So basically, you're not selling to them. So how do you monetize? How do you know if that $20 ad is working if you're not actually selling something?
Great question.
So that's one question. And then the other is, if you're just starting out and you want to create Facebook ad campaign, do you do a like campaign? Do you do it to an opt-in page?
Yeah, great question. So picture Facebook as the bar. And that is your opportunity to create a connection and ask for a phone number. So this is not your opportunity to sell. This is your opportunity to potentially create a connection, ask for a phone number, maybe go on a second, third, fourth date, and then decide maybe I want to get into a long-term relationship with this person. That's what I want you to see Facebook as. So how do we monetize? Essentially, like we said, we'll throw out an ad that gives someone something that's going to be of value to them in exchange for a name and an email address. In other words, we're going to capture a lead through an opt-in page. Once they're in our system, my role then is to build a relationship with them, continue to provide great content. Everyone knows that we buy from people we know, like, and trust. And so my job is to create this connection and resonance with them so that one day when I do have something to offer, and that one day could come the next day, it could come 3 weeks from now, it could come a year from now. It doesn't really matter. But what I do know is if I have a relationship with someone and they resonate with me, the time where I do make an ask, they're much more likely to buy. So the monetization does happen, but it happens a little bit down the road. Again, it could happen right away, but we just want to give it some time to create that relationship. So yes, to answer to your next question, we are always driving either website click ads or conversion ads to an opt-in page that's designed to give someone something in exchange for a name and an email address. In other words, hey, I'm kind of interested in you. Are you interested in me? What's your number? And let's see where this goes.
Great.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
Awesome.
Great.
Thanks,
Good
Diane.
question. Yes.
Hi, my name is Yvonne.
Hey, Yvonne.
And Facebook hates me.
No.
So, yes,
No.
Facebook hates me.
No.
I've tried to put ads up, and it continually says, "We're sorry, Facebook will not accept that ad."
Yeah.
Tell us about that, because there
means
are
you-
things that you have to do.
Yeah, that means you are violating terms and conditions. So you're coming onto a platform and you're not playing by the rules.
So where do I learn the rules? I'm still trying to figure out.
There's
what
an
those rules
amazing document called Terms and Services, which is the most boring read
Exactly.
you will ever face. No, so and maybe Barry or Allison, you can make a note of this. Another gift that I can give everybody is I have the foremost leading content out there that talks about how to avoid that kind of
Okay,
situation.
excellent.
We can give it to everybody. Is that
Excellent.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll make sure you get that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Because you can't get great ROIs if you're banned off Facebook. So it's a good
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
It's true. They don't really tell you things until you find out that
That's
you
true.
weren't supposed
The
to do it.
responsibility is definitely on you to dig. So yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi.
Thanks, Yvonne.
Oh, yes. Go ahead.
Hi.
Facebook has been amazing connections for me. And I really work it very well, but I never worked it for advertising. Now, how do they figure out your your audience.
So they don't figure it out, you figure it out.
I figure it.
Yeah,
And
so
where
just
do I go? Where do I go to find it?
well, just like I was saying there with the targeting trifecta, if you just do
Trifecta.
if you do just a little bit of research to figure out where your ideal prospect is
We're
probably
going to do that
hanging out.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're
there's
going
a
to do
whole
that
session.
tomorrow.
Usually my audience is young and cool.
Then they're on
And
Facebook.
They're on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the young cool people are on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we're on Facebook.
That's why we're on Facebook.
We're cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna narrow that down tomorrow, so you'll have all those answers. Yes.
Hi, my name's Colleen.
Hi, Colleen.
Hi. And the first person asked the question, but I'm still confused about the answer. If we're giving away something
Yes.
and we're running the ad for 24 hours, because I've totally done the giveaway, the free book, and of course nobody reads it. And, and I totally know that because I track it. And so if we're giving away then the PDF and we run it for 24 hours, with the opt-in, is it then that we're tracking it by how many people opt in 24 hours? Is that our thing, our marker to see that it worked?
Yeah, that's a great question. So there's one of two ways to look at it. If you're making an immediate offer after you capture the opt-in, then you can track it by the dollar amount. Because you're making an offer and you're going to see if someone buys.
Right,
Now,
but
if
I'm
you
looking
don't,
at the giveaway.
Yeah, if you're looking at it strictly from the giveaway standpoint, the question that has to be answered then is what is the 30-day value of a lead to you? So once you capture a lead, what is that lead worth to you 30 days from now? That's basic math. Because if you spend $100 and you got 10 leads, if you spend $100, you get 10 leads, and those 10 leads equal $1,000, then you know that those 10 leads each represent $100. So that way you know now, as long as I generate a lead for under $100, it's most likely going to be worth $100 to me. So that's how you factor it in. You factor it in on the cost of the lead based on the value of that lead over 30 days.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes.
Great.
Okay. Thank you.
We have time for one more.
Oh, well,
Sorry
Allison
about
gets to
that.
choose who that one is.
Well, I'm standing there. I'm sorry. I'm the bad lady.
He was there longer than me if I'm
He
going to be a good
was.
human.
I'm sorry, Molly.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
And I tell
We'll bring you up next time, Molly.
we're after this, I was told there's some drinks out back. I'm going to be out
He's
there.
going to be at the party.
having some drinks.
You can ask him directly.
You
okay?
can. Absolutely.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Bruce.
Hey,
Hi,
Bruce.
Bruce.
My
It's
company
good to see a man in the house.
Thank you. My company has the first weight loss supplement that works. Which is better, Facebook or Instagram?
Facebook owns Instagram. They're one and the same thing.
But don't you put it into one or the other?
You can put it into one or the other or both. The answer is, in that case, I would do both. But I would pre-warn you, as what I believe it was Yvonne who was saying, if you say that we have the only weight loss supplement that works, Facebook will say, nah, that's not going to work. But
What if it's true?
you still got to figure out another way to say it.
Okay.
But yes, Facebook, the true answer is Facebook and Instagram. Facebook first, Instagram secondary, but essentially because they are the same platform, you can do it at the same time.
Thank you.
Yes.
Great. Awesome. Now did you already give them a link or anything of how are we going to do it?
We will email through you.
Okay.
Everybody here.
Okay.
What we're going to give away is the 10-stage ad template that I showed everybody. I showed
Okay.
you 2 things. We'll give you 10.
Okay.
And then I'll also throw in the how to not lose your ad account and be on Facebook's good side.
Okay. We'll get that to
documentation.
everybody. Does that sound great? Awesome.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Thank you.
See you at the party.
At the party.